idea what that's about. I'm confused. Hi, hello. Hello. Hello, Research. Hello, Setsuna. Hello, Retro to Modern. Hello, Neptune. Hello, Vorador. Hello, Andreinas. Welcome. Hello, Mori Takanashi. Hi. Hello, Tibbs. Gotta have my Chiefs. Indeed, gotta have my Chiefs. Let's go. This chibi is getting completed. I swear to God. It's getting completed. Hey, Ellie, how are you? I'm good. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sleepy. Also, I didn't know you were gonna be making a chibi too. I'm gonna be finishing this chibi that I started last week. I started it last week, and based on how quickly I went through it, the first stream, I'm pretty sure I can finish it this time. And by pretty sure, I mean like I'm 100% sure. This is gonna go quick. Good chibi and occasional scuff prevails on this episode of Elytros. See? Listen, I have no idea how that happened, okay? I tested the stream beforehand. And if the audio is not good, I'm going to throw myself out a window because I checked everything. I checked, and that wasn't there. So 6 minutes late, and I still only get half a snake. Wait, was I that late? Because I know that I was a little bit late because VTube Studio was refusing to start. I had to reset. I had to restart the whole Steam process. But I am not gonna lie, chibi characters are so cute. Yes, chibis are so cute. I've always felt more comfortable drawing chibis because like I'm very, very attracted to like cute illustrations, and there's a very, very little you can do wrong to have chibis not looking cute. I think getting chibis right is one of the easier things to learn. I'm feeling tired and a little dizzy too. Cookies, you earned your naps. You've been dealing with school, you've been dealing with exams, and your arm, how is it doing? I hope it's better. Sylvie, hello Ellie, how are you today? I'm sleepy. Hi, how are you doing? I'm also probably a little bit dehydrated. I was literally about to say underwatered. I'm a little bit underwater. I'm a little bit dehydrated because I had to go to our good Mr. Doctor. Maybe you can hear this. Look, ooh, pill opening ASMR. Anyways, so I spent most of the morning in the doctor's, waiting in the waiting room, and I didn't get to drink water in the entire morning. So I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated. If you just give me a second, I'm taking a little bit of water. With a couple of pills, but it's mostly, by the way, it's mostly just anti-allergic pills, because I don't know why. Like, the doctor is keeping me on constant anti-allergic pills, but surprise ASMR, yeah, you weren't expecting it, I wasn't expecting it, but then it happened. Some things just happen. My arm is feeling way better. It was just a sore. Good to hear that. Alright, so let me run you through what I did while I was preparing the thumbnail. Because I was preparing the thumbnail, right? I opened this file to get the image for the thumbnail. And as I was doing that, I was like, wait a second. I wanna clean the lines of the hat. The hat was like done very rashly last time, so I just cleaned it a little bit. The only thing I didn't clean is the star, but because, you know, I'm gonna do some trickery with that. And I cleaned a little bit of the lines here and there, and then I kept going because it's really hard for me to stop. Once I start working on stuff, it's really hard for me to stop. So I kept going. And I realized rather quickly, thankfully, so I didn't keep going off of stream. But I did do this because I realized that she has very iconic makeup, right? Like this here, this lines that are like maybe she's tired, and then she has these. So I decided to do a makeup layer So that I wouldn't be risking like the general eye shape, but I could still give her the bottom lashes that she deserves. So that's what I did off of the stream, and I'm not gonna be too concerned about the star because we still have the file. I still have the file for Lottie. We all remember, right? We all remember the Lottie's chibi. That one had so many stars that I have a good star that I can just, you know, just teleport here from that file. I can just copy paste it. I can just do a little bit of a star transplant. I've just been dealing with lots of sneezing and a little bit of a sore throat. I get that. I get that. I so get that. Allergies suck. I haven't been dealing with them too much because my doctor is giving me with like anti-allergic pills, but really, like the worst. Wait, is it spelled sore or sore? I just realized I spelled it both ways. Pretty sure it's, yeah, the first one, sore. So which drawing program are you using for this? I use Sai, but next art stream, I'm pretty sure it's, very next art stream, I would like to, oh my god, she also has a lot of stars on the hat. Okay, that's fine, we're gonna handle it quickly. I'm using Paint Tool Sai, but pretty soon, like the next time I do an art stream, I would very much like to do an art stream trying out Paint Tool Sai, Clip Studio Paint. Oh, my brain was having issues right there. Clip Studio Paint. That's the one that I would like to try next time. But for now we're doing Sai. Now, I'm gonna do him just rather close to each other and rather thick because like it is a chibi, so we want to have everything exaggerated. We want to have everything like, you know, visible. There, look at those. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I think that's quite nice. And I think they need to be a bit longer. So how have you been? How have you guys been? On the Discord, you guys were talking about having snow, which is always just so surprising to me because, like, right, people do live in places where it snows and they don't actually consider it these rare things that rich people get to see when they go skiing to, like, iconic vacation spots. We do have a place in this country that is very well known for being like a snow vacation spot. And we did go with my family because my grandparents lived in there for many years. So that's the last resting place that we chose for one of my grandparents. But we went in summer. We went to summer, which is such a disappointment because one, there's no snow, and two, there's these bugs that are practically mosquitoes, but they are bigger, meaner. The bites hurt. Instead of just being itchy, they freaking goddamn hurt. And the water is way too cold to enjoy anyways, so it was such a disappointment. My memories of that spot are such a disappointment. They are like, okay, I can't get into the water because it's very cold. There are these freaking bugs everywhere that hurt like a mother. There's not even a little bit of snow. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't that disappointing because there was a very special, like, meal kind of thing that I only got to eat there, and it was chef's kiss, so delightful, amazing, outstanding, show-stopping, all of that stuff. I love it. I love this. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with it. I'm always so happy with chibis. They just make me happy because they're so cute and I wouldn't say exactly easy to do, but I would say very doable, very manageable. I see. Well, I might try out Clip Studio Paint with my drawing monitor. You should. You have a drawing monitor? That is so cool. That is absolutely so cool. Wonder if I'll be able to get my idea across well, because it's another ridiculous post. Well, Retouch, one thing that I haven't been super didactic with in this here channel has been, and I'm actually kind of ashamed of it a little bit, I haven't been good about showing the process of looking for a reference and using a reference, because that is one of the most important things. Like, I know that I've been drawing from like memory a lot, and I've been just doing whatever, but it truly cannot be understated just how important it is to get references for poses, for anatomy, for clothes, for anything really. It's very important to get references. There's this idea that like artists just start drawing, and you guys have been seeing me doing that. But it's because I have, like, remember how I told you that the only thing that I feel comfortable in streaming is chibis? Because everything else is just an intense amount of just trial and error and trial and error and trial and error and trial and error and looking for new references and getting better references, and maybe having to go to just Sketch Me or somewhere else that I can get the exact same references I need to understand how a pose would look. Don't be afraid to just like spend a bunch of time looking for a good reference, and then understanding the anatomy and the posing from that reference, because it's severely like one of the most important parts of drawing, if I'm going to be honest. And I know that I haven't been making it look that way because I've been drawing stuff that I'm very practiced with, but it takes ages and ages to get to that point, and I only got there with chibis and nothing more. And that's not even entirely true. Sometimes for some specific stuff, like for doing my emotes, that the two that I already did, I definitely looked for references. I definitely had like a bunch of references of how other people approached the same concept for the emote, and getting like ideas of what can work for that. It's very important. It's very, very important that you get references. You're gonna like Clip Studio Paints? I think so. I was recommended by one of my friends. It's very well recommended, and it's also on sale very often, so I actually got it on sale thanks to Yomi, who now is using Clip Studio Paint more and more. So, you know, clearly she liked it, and that's a good reference for me. That is a very good reference for me. We were doing the makeup, and I'm very, very well aware that I was doing that and that I should probably keep doing that, but we're gonna add a little bit of an empty space here. Honestly, getting hair to look right, it's mostly about adding a lot of, like, knowing how to add lines to separate the clumps and a bunch of empty space where there's no hair, where there's just nothing, because that really gives you the idea that the hair is flowy, and like it doesn't look like empty space right now, but as soon as I do this, look, wow, suddenly it feels like hair, but I don't think I like it actually. If anyone can drag a drawing a chibi this simple out to another stream, it's you. I have faith in you. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I have faith in myself that I'm gonna finish it. I have faith in myself that I'm gonna finish it. Let's go back to the makeup so that I can finish that bit. And make sure that I don't... The reason I deleted the other droplet is because it wasn't like really like... This one is very aligned with the eye and with the eye makeup. And the one that I was doing was a little bit too high. That's why I came back to it and did it all over again. Because I really wanted to be well aligned with the eye and look like a tear for real, for real, for real. My elbow hurts today for no reason at all, no idea why. It seems to be better now though. I'm glad to hear that it's doing better. It might have been, it could have been a sleeping position or a position that you held for too long while you were studying or working on something. Maybe like you were pressing a specific area of the elbow and that gave you like some sort of pressure. You know, that maybe that pressed on something and it ended up being painful. Also, I'm not gonna pay too much attention to this one because it's gonna be covered by hair. So just doing the little tip there should be enough. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, and with that, I think the makeup is done. I would say, oh, no, actually, we have to check if there is any way to do like, but I don't know if that's like, if that's supposed to be makeup, if that's supposed to be stylistic. Don't really know. I don't really know. Man, I've been complaining about the mosquitoes we have here for that long just to hear there's another species of bugs that are worse. There are many species of bugs that are worse than mosquitoes, but thankfully most of those are very specific to small areas. Mine is a Hue on Canvas Pro 12. Woo! Sheesh! That's amazing! Very, very envious of that. One day I'm gonna have one of those. One day I'm gonna have a freaking screen tablet, monitor tablet. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be even worse about not overworking myself once I have one. Like normally I tell people like, you know, don't overwork yourself, rest and give yourself time to decompress and to do things just for enjoyment and not for productivity. But if I had one of those, I have to admit that I would also be even worse than I am now at giving myself a rest. I have my times when I'm pretty bad at it, and then I have my times when I take it pretty seriously. Right now, I've been taking it rather seriously, the whole decompressing and resting, because I've been seeing a lot of VTubers graduating due to burnout, and I want to make sure that's not gonna happen to me. So I've been really good this past few days about... That line is bad, that line is bad, that line is bad. I've been pretty good this past few days about like not overworking myself and giving myself enough time to rest at night and stuff. If you use Just Sketch Me to get references of poses, you're gonna love CSP. It has an Imbo 3D model feature. Not gonna lie, not gonna exaggerate, crumpets. That is literally, it still feels so weird to call you crumpets. That is literally the main reason I wanted Clip Studio Paint. I also know that there are a bunch of like really interesting brushes and really interesting stuff with the marketplace that they have, but not gonna lie, one of the main reasons I wanted it is because the freaking Just Sketch Me mannequin is so bad. Like if I hadn't studied anatomy the traditional way for ages and ages and ages, I would not be able to do anything useful with that stupid Just Sketch Me thing. I hate it. I genuinely hate the shape of the mannequin that they have in Just Sketch Me. It's very, very unrefined. So I can't wait to try Clip Studio Paint, particularly for the 3D posing thing. Like, that's gonna change the game for me. That's the 3D model feature also in the Pro version. As far as I know, it's in the... I mean, as far as I know, you can't use Clip Studio Paint without paying. Oh, you mean the license, the Pro license? I think the Pro license is mostly for people who need animation, like proper animation tools. I may be wrong, but I don't think you need Pro unless you are an animator. But I may be wrong. I don't know. Listen, you guys, we're gonna finish it because the only thing, literally the only thing that we're missing, look at this. Look at this. The only thing that we're missing is doing the hair. And the hair, once you get on a trance and like start doing the same thing over and over, like it can be quite effortless, you know? No trial and error required when you like start getting on the rhythm. You're better than me, I do not lie. Andrenas, I'm only where I'm at today because of how much I've practiced and because of how much how much time I've put into getting better. Don't think this is talent. Don't think this is unattainable. If you want to be where I'm at, you can do it. I am actually, like, I'm not even happy with where I am. I want to be even better. I want to be like all of these artists that I admire. And I know I can, and I know I will, because it's all about practicing and studying, and we can all just get better through effort and time and patience. But you can. Oh, you're gonna see, you guys, I'm so excited for whatever I decide to do with the streams, the art streams. I have so many things I want to do. That's another reason I added the Mondays as a streaming day, because I was like, I want to do so many things with art. I want to do more character designs. I want to do more Chat tells me what to draw. I want to do more, like, I want to do the Clip Studio Paint stream, and I want to do a red line stream, and that's probably gonna become a series of several drawings. And I would really like to find a format. I don't know if it's even possible, but I would really like to find a format where I can collab and do art. Collabing with art? You know what I mean? I think it would be really cool if I could, but I don't even know what kind of format we could have for that. But the bottom line is, what I was trying to say is that I'm really excited about doing so many things with art. And that's why I needed Monday. And one of the things I'm very excited for is precisely the red line stream. I can't wait to show you guys how bad my drawings were. I can't wait to show you guys how bad my character design skills were. Oof, some of the characters that I found that I used to draw when I was, you know, still a wee little snake. They're all, of course, in paper, because when I was a wee little snake, this technology didn't exist. None of it, not even computers. But through the power of modern technology, I have pictures that I've taken of those drawings that were on paper, and I'm very excited. Yes, the 3D models come with the Pro version. The X version has support for Adobe and Office features and unlimited animation frames. Oh, there we go. If you just want to draw, the Pro version is more than enough, but you should get the free trial before you invest into it. Mosquitoes are the worst because they are everywhere. Good point. However, there are some bugs that are like mosquitoes, but they hurt, and that is that could be considered worse. I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. Too late. I already bought it 2 days ago. Well, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. And as I said before, you're gonna practice and you're gonna become a pro. You're gonna practice and you're gonna become a pro. They have been getting worse lately since it's been raining a little bit, so that made being batting practice a little more difficult. And speaking of batting practice and baseball stuff, I've actually been hitting the ball more further and better. You've been getting better! Congratulations! See, everyone can improve in everything that they want to improve. You're doing great. Your practices are going great, and I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy that your efforts are bearing fruit. Is that the expression? I'm so glad that your efforts are proving. They're. What am I trying to say? Tips, what am I trying to say? There's a website or something where multiple people can write on a canvas. No idea. I've never heard of it. It sounds good though. It sounds cool. I would really like to try that. I would still have to think of a format, but if the technology was there, you know, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. Owen has to be excited about something and could start by setting up a topic of drawing and having sort of an art duel or something. Yes! Oh, actually, you know, my first idea when I started thinking about this was because I'm such a basic artist. You guys know everything about me already as an artist based on everything that you've already seen. I am very, very, very into character design. I don't even think I'm the best character designer out there. Of course, I don't think that. But I don't even think I'm as good as I wish I was in character design. However, nothing makes me happier. I just really freaking love character designing. And so one of my first thoughts was like, okay, both having to do a design based on the same like prompt, you know? And I thought that was an interesting idea. But I don't know. There's probably better stuff to do. There's probably better stuff to be done. Let me just hide the head a little bit, because right now it's being bothersome. And as long as we respect this line and then we keep adding more like clumpy clumps, and we respect the flow, that's very important too. You need to respect the flow of the hair for the lines, because if you don't, like, it looks whack. It will look very whack if you don't. Buenas Leo, ¿cómo estás? I've seen it used by other VTubers for collabs. Do you remember what VTuber specifically, so that I could ask them what it was? Although they were probably big VTubers that are very, very difficult to approach, but one can attempt. Efforts are coming to fruition? Yeah, probably. Also, I've been giving the tablet a try and it's been going well. Still not confident about my drawing skills yet. Well, as I said before, you know, it's it takes time, it takes practice, and remember, the first step I can't talk today. My brain is pudding. The first step towards being good at something is being very bad at something. Alright? Like, nobody starts being good. Nobody. Everyone has to start from zero. And yes, some people are better inclined to do this or that. I'm not going to pretend that that's not a thing. But, like, even those who had some sort of, like, natural inclination, they still had to work very, very hard to get to where they're at. So never despair looking at your current level of whatever it is you want to get better at. Because it's a journey and we all go through it. You know what I mean? I went to my old house and tried to look for my tablet that I got in 2014 and never got to use it. My mom asked why I wanted to get the tablet, but I just said I just wanted to see if it still worked. Hey, you don't need to pretend either. You could tell her, oh, I remember that I had it and I've been feeling like I want to try art. Or, you know, something like that. In fact, I think one of my friends bought a tablet literally just for like doing diagrams and stuff. As like a science student. Alright. Could be. The more ideas to compare from the same prompt, the better. I mean, I think it's like an enticing idea, but I think that because I'm addicted to character designing. It doesn't mean that it actually is such an enticing idea, but I personally really love it as an idea, because I'm addicted. So, you know, at least I know my weaknesses. At least I know where my heart goes automatically. I just remembered, I think it's called Sketch.io. I'm going to write it down here. Sketch.io. I'm gonna write it down there, and so that I have it directly on the file, and I don't need to rely on memory. And I have it right here to research after the stream. I have to cook today, and I really don't feel like cooking today. I've been kind of tired this week, probably because I've been sleeping poorly and with like the doctor's appointment and having to wait for 2 hours sitting on a room without being able to do anything that I want to be doing. It's like such an energy draining day. So I don't really feel like cooking, but I think I'm gonna have to. I don't really have anything ready to eat. Well, I guess I do. I guess I could have yesterday's dinner again, because every time that I cook, I make several servings. I've talked about this before. I make several servings so that I don't have to cook every single day. But I also try to not repeat them right away. I try to make sure that I have some variety. But I might have to go for yesterday's dinner. Shilin used it once. I'm searching her history now. Hey, don't worry about it. I can research that. I mean, what if it wasn't that, right? But it might be that. And I could ask around. Don't worry about it. I could ask around. If you don't remember, you don't remember. It's okay. I can research. Now that I know that it exists, I'm probably not gonna have such a hard time finding it. It's probably gonna be okay. The true reason was because you convinced me to return to drawing, but I didn't want to tell my mom the truth because I don't feel comfortable talking about you with anyone else. That's alright too. You could just say like, oh, I've been seeing a lot of cool art lately, like without naming any names or without explaining anything you don't want to explain, you know? Like, you could say like, oh, I've been seeing cool art lately and I wanted to try my hand at art. Or, you know, you can also just say that you wanted to try it out. It's also okay, but don't feel ashamed of wanting to draw is what I'm trying to get at. Okay? Just don't feel ashamed of wanting to draw. Because everyone needs to have some outlet for creativity. Everyone. And some outlet can be writing, it can be drawing, it can be photography. I was always interested in photography as a creative outlet. The thing is that for photography, you really do need to understand a lot of, like, technology is very involved. And yeah, sure, technology is also very involved with what I'm doing. But, I don't know, it's different. It's like you have to deal with hardware more than software, which makes me nervous? Intimidated? What's the word? I don't know. You guys know that I consider myself not the smartest person in the block. I'm smart when it comes to some things, but technology, not one of them. Not really. I'm gonna add another line right there-ish, because it's looking very empty in comparison to the other side. And then we're gonna open this up. And probably like that as well. Huh. Kind of painted myself into a corner here, I think. Maybe. Maybe I can deal with it by making it smaller, like that. Let's see. To do something good, you need to start doing bad. I'm steal that from a bank and build an orphanage. That's not what I was trying to say. I doubt Yomi would mind character design collab. Unfortunately, Yomi right now is going to take a break from arting because her wrist is not feeling the best, so she's gonna be taking a little break, which I know disheartening. I don't know what's gonna happen to Pain Mondays, but you know, health is important. Health is the most important thing. Why is suddenly everyone I know feeling tired this week? Is the week? Is it the week? I probably need some rest though. I don't know, because I would say like, oh, maybe there's something in the air, but there's nothing in the air because we're all in different parts of the world. But I don't know, maybe there's something about the time of year that has us overworking ourselves. Maybe I'm personally just, you know, the cold is starting, which doesn't make things easier. The doctor's thing is getting very annoying because every single time I go, I'm hoping, like I'm crossing my fingers that he's gonna say, Cookies! I'm gonna leave now. Please take it easy. I'll see you next time. See you next time, Cookies. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you! I hope you're doing great. I hope that your studies go great and your practice for baseball. And it's very, very nice to have you back whenever you can drop for a little while. As I said before, and I'll keep saying, there's always a space for you whenever you're ready to come back, and we'll be ready to like celebrate your return. But thank you so much for stopping by and for the donation. Thank you. What was I saying? My brain always gets a little bit wiped when I get a donation. I think I was talking about the cold. I think I was talking about how it's getting cold in here, which doesn't make things easier for May. Because cold, I don't get along with cold. I'm fixating on the details too much, am I not? I think, mayhaps, I should start reminding myself once again that this is supposed to be a simplified chibi, and that I probably need to stop with the details. But we're only missing the hair though. We're only missing the hair. It's fine. It's fine. We have the time. The colors are gonna be done very quickly. And this is already like finished line, like quality, so I think it's fine. I think it's alright. Let's do this wedge a little smaller. There. And let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. And let's make sure that this actually feels better, like this. That's gonna feel better. Yeah, that's gonna feel better. And let's keep going with the chat because I'm here. Misha, welcome! Sorry for being late, I was in school. I wanted to ensure I didn't lag while watching, which means wait until I'm on the bus. Be safe out there, be safe on the bus. Be safe with your cell phone. But also, congratulations on finishing school for the day. I hope you get to rest. I hope you get to play some stuff and relax. We are almost on the weekend. You can do this. You can do this. We're almost at the weekend. Only one more day left of school before you get 2 days of rest. I hope. Unless you happen to go to school on Saturdays, which I never heard of. But, you know, some people might. What do I know? There we go. Okay. This drawing is 100% gonna be botched because I'm trying to draw a leather chess piece in a really odd pose. Leather is not easy, particularly to render, to like paint. Leather is freaking hard. What I have found helps conveying leather is doing like the little stitch lines. Those stitch lines that leather needs a very thick kind of thread whenever you are sewing something with leather, so it's always very visible, and I find that that helps convey the feeling of leather. All right, there we go. Now we just need to replicate that sort of feel in here and clean what I did on the bangs. Maybe we can take a little bit of a break by doing a star. Do you guys remember how I did the star last time? You should. We do lines. And that way, that makes us realize what we don't like. For example, I think this bottom here should be bigger, and this bottom here should also be bigger. All right, that seems a little bit better. That seems a little bit better. And once we have this, which I'm gonna paint, just to make sure that I'm getting the true shape. Yeah. Once we have this, which is not the best, but it's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. I'm going to actually make sure that's looking better. Yeah, that's better. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna lower the opacity, and I'm gonna do it as an outline. And I'm gonna boop, use this outline. That was a weird way to do an outline. I know, I'm very aware. I don't know, don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. My brain is not working at full capacity. Actually, that looks very awful. Let's try again. Let's try with a thinner brush. All right, and let's do it this way this time. Let's do there. Let's do there. Let's do there. And let's do there. And god damn it, why does it still not look good? Maybe because I'm doing it with the line tool? Last time I didn't. Last time I didn't do it with the line tool. You guys remember? For those who were here, if you guys remember, I wasn't using the line tool. Not really. Okay. Now that might look better. Now I'm gonna finish it off with freehand instead of using lines. I went to the actual Sketch.io website and it doesn't look like that. Well, you've talked to Shilan before, you could just ask. I don't see a name listed in her stream names. I definitely have talked to her before. So if you're sure that she used it before, I could definitely just ask her directly. Like, I have those DMs active with her. Just do what you like. If you suck at it, keep improving until you're good at it. If you quit when you suck, you will suck forever. By the very wise sage Mori Calliope. I 1000% agree. Like, if you stop doing something because you're not as good as you want to be at it, you are never going to be as good as you want to be. Because the only way to be good at something, unfortunately, is just doing it, you know, improving through effort and practice and yeah, sometimes guidance, sometimes like looking for a class on tutorials or even a coach is what you truly need. But like, even if you don't do that, you can still improve. There's plenty of self-taught artists out there. I'm still not super satisfied with this star, but I think it's gonna have to do. I think the reason is this side needs to look a little bit thicker. Which makes no sense because the star, when you do it with like straight lines, it should be straightforward, just like perfect. But for some reason I didn't like it. And yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. That is good enough. Let's go to the... Where is that star? There, okay. I'm gonna... There we go! Look at that! So much better. And now I just need to delete this one. And move this a little bit. And we're gonna have to change the color because now it looks a little bit too strong compared to the other lines. And that's it! Look at that! Perfect. We cleaned up the star. And I guess now I should do all of the little stars on the inside of the hat. But since we have a star, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. We have a thing to copy paste here. I know that I said that I was gonna copy paste it from Lottie's actually, but you know, I wanted to show whoever wasn't here before how I normally handle it. I think that was worth it. Well, you are like 200 years old, so it's okay if you're a boomer when it comes to technology. Thank you! Thank you for validating my lack of like hands with technology. Great, Elden Ring tutorial Mori Calliope, 10 out of 10. Wait, that was from Elden Ring? She said that during Elden Ring? I guess everyone, I guess. I would not stress upon being bad at games that were specifically designed to be hard and almost impossible. I wouldn't stress over it. I don't care. I don't care if I'm bad. The game was designed to feel hard and to be much more of a challenge than I'm interested in. To be completely honest, I'm just not interested in that big a challenge. Where are we gonna put it? We're gonna put it on makeup actually, which is, I know, it sounds weird, sounds controversial, but like there's absolutely nothing on the makeup layer that would, you know, touch it directly. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it first. Ah! Stop it. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna paint it. Then I'm going to deform it a little bit. Because it needs to like feel like it's following the fabric a little bit. No, wait, I'm not gonna deform it. First I'm gonna paint it, then I'm gonna duplicate it. And then that's going to be the new thing to copy paste. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna make sure that it's super clean and super like well done. super clean, super neat, that we like it, that is perfect. Okay, now I'm going to grab this one. I'm gonna deform it a little bit to make it have that organic, like, oh, it's in the inside of a fabric thing. And then we're gonna have to do that several times. We're gonna have to do that semi-randomly. We're gonna have to do that semi-randomly for a bit. And we're actually gonna get kind of bored if we don't do something else in between. So maybe we're gonna go back to the hair. Maybe we're gonna go back to the hair. Also, I'm gonna move both of them a little bit, because nothing says this is just a pattern on fabric like cutting off the pattern. There, that's already better. Have you checked Aggie.io? No, I haven't. What is that? Aggie. Aggie.io. Hi Ellie, welcome back. How are you doing? Cookies donated $40. Oh my, yeah! Thank you so much, Cookies again. Although Cookies should not be here anymore. Saturday school does indeed exist, but it's only if you miss too much school, so I don't go. Oh, good. Saturday morning detention was a thing when I went to school. I have never heard of it, but I mean, I don't pretend to know what other places are like. Almost an hour in and not yet with the base colors. Look, it's gonna be a 3-hour stream or to be continued. Nah, it's gonna be quick. Don't worry about it. What's up? Welcome, Nona. Welcome, Nonan. Welcome. Shouldn't be a perfect star anyway, since it's always going to be at an angle from the viewer. I mean, that one can be a perfect star. See you later, guys. I don't know why I'm so tired. Bye-bye. Have a nice drawing. Leo, I don't know if you're still here. Leo, have a good rest. It's been tiresome, man. It's just been tiresome. I don't know why, but it has been. Maybe there is something in the weather. Even the dog is tired. What the fuck? I don't know. Yeah, she has to distinctly remember. She has a few drawing streams, and I'd have to watch them to see which one it is. Well, I could watch them too. Draw a chibi frog! Wrong account! Draw a chibi frog! I think everyone knows that I'm not actually gonna draw a frog, but for anyone who isn't in on the joke, just don't worry about, just ignore that. We're not gonna draw a frog! We ain't going to draw a frog, but it's fun. It's funny. It's funny that happens. Alright. Let's randomize a little bit. And now we're gonna copy and paste it here. And we're gonna stop deforming it. Tell you why. Because nobody's gonna freaking notice. Because in the end, I'm realizing that I'm fixating on the details again. And that's exactly what I didn't want to do. So, we're gonna make sure that we're not fixating on the details by not allowing me to. Just copy, paste, move on. Don't manually deform. Do not manually deform. Just go. Just go. Just be quick and dirty with it. Just be quick and freaking dirty. Alright. It's going. No, just that's exactly how you get good at Elden Ring. Who needs to be good? Nobody needs to be good at Elden Ring. You can also just play it for fun, right? Isn't that what games are for? Isn't that supposed to be the meaning of games? Aren't you supposed to just be able to enjoy it? What happened to just like enjoying a game? What happened to just playing because it's fun? That's another reason why I just don't really have any intentions to play things like Elden Ring. Well, one of the reasons is like the price tag. I ain't gonna lie, the price tag is enough of a reason. But then another reason is this idea that you have to like, that the game is hard, but you have to get good at it. You know, and it's like, it's a game. It's not supposed to be something to work at. It's supposed to be something that's fun to do. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And yes, there is a very big level of enjoyment in doing something that's very hard and then finally getting to master it. But if I don't particularly feel like challenging myself and I feel like playing, which is my enjoyment really, I don't see why, you know, I don't see why like go out of my way to become good or whatever. It's a game. It's a game, not a job. I'm not supposed to be working my ass off to become good at it. I'm supposed to be having fun with it. But then again, I'm the kind of person who would literally just add a cinematic mode to games so that people can just watch the story and not need to play it themselves. I'm the kind of person who just like literally watches playthroughs of games that I'm interested in sometimes, just because of the amount of time that it would take me to go through the game. You know? Maybe what I could do is to form it all together once like I have enough stars. I don't think I should. I don't think it's gonna have like a good result if I do that. But maybe I could. Alright. Alright. Now we're just gonna do this. Make sure that they are all on the same layer. And we're gonna grab it. And we're gonna try the forming it, which again I don't think is going to be the brightest idea. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to like grab some of them. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, Kali basically said she loves suffering, which many Jump King streams on her channel prove. Isn't she like the queen of Jump King? Isn't she like challenging other streamers to play Jump King over and over? Like, isn't she trying to get everyone to play Jump King? Isn't that like her shtick with that game? Isn't she like comparing how much time it takes other people with her? I haven't been following religiously, you know, so that's my perception of the whole Jump King thing. You know what? That's good enough. Never would have taken the Green Reaper for an M. An hour in and so far you've changed a star on a hat. And I've done the makeup and I cleaned up a big chunk of the hair. You're well on your way to that hair stream? Nah, we're gonna do it. Thank you, I'm still here in bed. Well, as I was saying before, I'm also freaking tired. I don't know, maybe there's something in the air. It's been freaking rough. It's been rough. I don't know why. It's just... Oh, you know, I'm tired too. I'm legitimately tired too. We are well on our way to finishing this, you guys. I promise. I promise. And you guys are gonna see why. You guys are gonna see why. Once I'm done with these lines, please, it's gotta be easy. Making a witch? Welcome, Officer Hot Pants! Yes, we're making a character that belongs to Miss Maple, who is a friend of the channel a good artist, and someone that I met during the last art fight, and I appreciate a lot. And this character belongs to her. Alright. Wanna know why this is gonna be easier? Look, this hair, this clump of hair is hidden. Alright? It's hidden. So, it's not that it's hidden, but like, we don't need to be super extra with it because most of it is not even visible. So this one is going to take significantly less than the ones that we just did. And the bangs are practically done. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That's way too many stars? Probably, but they're done. Why don't you make it a pattern and then deform the layer to fill it in faster? Because I don't know how to do patterns effectively. It's not that I don't know how to do patterns. There is a proper way to do patterns. I don't remember it, and trying to do something that I don't remember, but also being the perfectionist I am, trying to do it properly when I don't even remember how to do it, it would take a lot of time. And that's not what I'm here for today. Once I started relaxing and I just did it, you know, it happened quickly. Yeah, there are way too many stars. Maybe I should delete a couple of them. But that would require making it all over again. I might make it all over again. Look, this time I'm gonna do it simpler. 1 star. 2 stars. 3 stars. A 4th one up here. A little one peeking from below here. One over this side. One over there in the center. One peeking from there. And that's better. That's a lot less stars. That is a lot less stars. Just like the reference. That's significantly closer to the reference. And less of an eyesore. Less distracting. Alright, there we go. Quick fix. That's good. That's better. Now I'll keep doing the hair, because that is also something I'm doing quickly. Let's bring the head back in, because I kind of need to see where it is for this. Like for this reference. Also, I need to delete... Well, I'll delete the lines in a minute. People play FromSoft games for fun? I think every game should be played for fun. Or is that not a feature in Sai? It was a feature in Krita. The feature in Krita is much better. The form feature in Krita is much better than the one in Sai. In Sai, it works weirdly and you don't really get to customize how it behaves. I don't particularly like how it works on Krita. Sorry, on Sai, which is kind of a pain because that means I have things in Sai that I love, and that's why I use it as my mainstay art program because it's like I like the feeling of the pens, I like the responsiveness and how it works. But realistically, Krita has some tools that are unmatchable by Sai, and I'm hoping that with Clip Studio Paint I'll have the best of both worlds. That I'll have the best of both worlds. Yeah, you know. This is not going great unless I do that, and then I could do this. Yeah, that could be fine. That could be fine. And then this could be one of those long strands that are just a little bit lower. See? Easy peasy! We're doing it! For $60, you too can spend the next 11 days tearing your hair out. That is exactly what I don't get. I don't understand that mindset. I'm not saying it's some bad mindset, but I genuinely cannot imagine feeling that way. I cannot imagine feeling that it's worth $60. Actually, it's not even just the dollars, it's the time. Like, if you're gonna spend your time is a limited resource. Money is also a limited resource, but like time is a more important resource. Like, you know, maybe I was the only one, but did adults, when you were kids, very much try to drill into your head with tales, with different like stories, how important time is as a resource? I know that when I was young, I would have tale after tale told about the importance of time. And it was like drilled into my head. And then also there's the whole time is money thing, but I don't mean it that way. I mean, like, when you look back into, I don't know, the end of the month or the end of the year, are you gonna look back and be like, oh, I'm so glad that I spent 11 days trying to finish a game that I wasn't even enjoying? Or are you gonna go like, oh my god, I cannot believe that I wasted all of that time doing something that I wasn't enjoying when I could have been improving my drawing or doing something that I would enjoy and that I would have like positive memories of? You know, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. That's why nowadays I don't watch shows that I'm not interested in. I'm very quick to drop stuff. Like, I'll give something 3 episodes to hook me, and if it didn't, I'll just drop it. Or I'll play something for a while, and like right now, I've been trying to get back into A Night in the Woods, and I started that game. I don't even remember when. I legitimately don't even remember when I started that game, but there's this feeling that I got where everyone who has played it has very good reviews of it, but I cannot be bothered. Like, it doesn't feel like it pulls me in at all. How did we even start talking about this? Oh, because of the comments of Elden Ring. Okay. People enjoy games differently. Some like the challenge, some like to experience a movie-ish kind of game. Others just want to do stuff. That's what clicker games are for. I absolutely understand. I'm just not the kind of person that enjoys... It's not that I don't enjoy a challenge. I think challenges, like what is and isn't a challenge depends a lot on the person and the skills they have. And when people make games like this and they wrap onto just it's supposed to be challenging, it's like, you don't know what is challenging for me. Like, look at me spending 45 minutes to do a basic platforming segment in freaking Shantae, you know? Like, what's challenging for others is not the same as what's challenging for me. And what's challenging for me is not the same as what's challenging for others. And when games like Elden Ring tell you like, oh, you just need to get better at this, it's like, okay, but I legitimately might never be good enough, no matter how much better I get, because I have a skill like ceiling. I do, and I don't mind it. But what is like when they design it and they're like, we're not gonna give you difficulties, customization, because like it's supposed to be a challenge, and it's like, you don't know, something easier might still be a challenge for me. But anyways, I've already talked about this before on Twitter. I don't think I should. Connor V has beaten her speedrun record, and then Kali challenged him to beat DLCs of Jump King, which are actually distilled suffering. Ugh, I don't want that. The story of an art whip. It will look weird until it doesn't. Welcome, No Name! It's been a while, Hi, how are you doing? But yes, indeed, that is exactly how it works. It looks weird, but then it won't. I know, I have faith that it won't, so it's fine. It's fine. Just keep going with it, you know, just keep going with it. Trust in the process. Just trust in the process, and you're gonna get to a point where it doesn't look weird anymore, and where you're gonna like it. Yeah, that's better. I told you that before you started making so many. I think the brim is too wide. That's why you need so many. The brim is very wide. I purposefully made it like very big. I really like big hats when it comes to witches. I think the bigger the hat, the better. Honestly, peak witch design is a freaking humongous hat with a lot of like trinkets and stuff. I absolutely love witch hats, witch designs and everything. It's 100% one of the best concepts that you can get for a character. That was a lot of stars. It was. Lurking and Peyton, howdy howdy. Welcome, Duke. Not Luke. Welcome, Duke. How are you doing? I hope you're having fun with your painting. We're all being creative. Look at us. Retouch was drawing and you're painting. We're all being creative. That is so nice. I hope your painting is going well. I almost forgot that you paint on actual canvas. I've never tried it before. I wonder if one day I should. Right now though, if I were to paint, I would have to prioritize. Like, I have this box that was gifted to me at one point. It was hand painted, but it was hand painted for Game of Thrones. Now, everyone knows what happened with Game of Thrones and how like the ending was so disappointing that it basically evaporated from the mainstream consciousness at a record pace. But also, something that happened with Game of Thrones is that I got a bunch of stuff from Game of Thrones gifted to me by people who didn't know better, even though I legitimately never really cared about the franchise at all whatsoever. So I have this box that's Game of Thrones themed. I just don't care for it, and I have asked actually the person who gifted me, like, hey, now that everyone, including you, hates Game of Thrones, would it be cool if I repainted it? And they were like, you know what? Absolutely, yes, go ahead, repaint it. But of course, I don't really have the time, so I never did it. End of tale. I understand I participate in it even as I hate it, and I don't know why. Well, if you hate it, maybe it's a matter of trying to change it. Maybe you won't participate anymore once that something clicks. You know, maybe at some point you'll be like, huh, interesting, I don't feel like this anymore. It can happen. We're gonna... No, that would look weird. That would look weird. That would look even weirder. What am I trying to do here? First of all, I'm doing it that way. Second of all, I'm doing it like this. Okay. Alright! I'm back now. What did I miss? Not much. I'm still going at the drawing. I'm still going, you know. We've been talking about Elden Ring and games that are just meant to be difficult and not enjoyable. There was a short game, hard to actually call it a game as it's just a test, I played recently. The whole point of it was hammering in how much of a limited and precious resource time is. Those kind of games make me very anxious because like it's already something that I'm fully very aware of constantly all the time, especially with how many projects I have going on all at once. I already know how limited of a resource time is. I don't need to be reminded of it with like games and stuff, because when I'm playing games I'm trying to relax and do the healthy thing of decompressing, you know. And I forgot to delete this one line here. There we go, much better. So, you know, I don't need it in my games. I don't need that kind of anxiety in my gaming. I already am fully aware of it during gaming. During most of the day. I don't need it in my games as well. The final message being that spending your time with other people is the most precious thing you can do for them. That is also true. That is also true. Like, at the end of the day, I will remember my afternoons with friends more than whatever they have ever gifted me. Like, do I remember that one time some friends and I tried to do our own version of a... Oh, but you guys don't know what a bonobon is. Basically, there's this chocolate treat here that was I'm not sure if it still is very popular, but at least at some point it was very popular, and you could buy, like, it was chocolate covered, but it had like that sort of airy cookie that Kit Kat is made of. It had that in the middle, and the filling, the center, was filled up with like filling that was very, very tasty. And once we tried to do like our own version of it, but it failed. And then we tried to make a smoothie with it, and it was awful. It was disgusting, and I'll never forget that day, because it was such a fun experience, even though we failed. But do I remember any single thing that this friend has ever gifted me? Maybe two things. Maybe like two things. In the end, what matters the most is the memories that you make together, not whatever thing they bought you for your birthday, because like it's like an expectation, you know? You know what I mean? Anyways, did you listen to any of the videos in the playlist I sent you yet? Do you hear what I mean about SID music being used in your BGM? I get it, I do. It feels like in my BGM is a little bit of an accent sound though, and in the playlist it's every sound because it's made with that as a main instrument or like a main like aspect of the composition. In my VGM, it feels like it's more like an accent sound. That or because it's a lot softer. As you said, the ones in the playlist were a little bit harsh. Maybe that's why it feels very different. Alright, there we go! Philosophy Snake. I'm sorry I get that philosophical. Also, I have no idea why, but I like making stuff harder on myself, like refusing to buy health upgrades in Control until I meet an obstacle I'm unable to beat after 10 plus attempts. Because, like, if you like challenge, that is your way of enjoying. You like the challenge of it, which is, again, it's a perfectly fine way to enjoy a game. I personally just don't enjoy it at all, and that's why, like, I don't understand people who are willing to spend $60 on an experience that is just a challenge. But just because I don't understand it doesn't mean that I think it's the wrong choice. Everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different, like, things that they enjoy. And that includes, like, wanting to get even bigger challenges and wanting to surpass challenges. Because I understand it. Like, the feeling of when you beat a big challenge is wow, you know? It's freaking great. But then when I make the balance of what is a challenge that I can complete in a decent amount of time and what is a challenge that I cannot, that's when I start getting kind of frustrated. In a way that no matter the victory, it's not gonna feel like a victory. That's one thing you like about Dark Souls then. They call the Master Sorcerers Big Hat Logan for a reason. I said witch though. Logan doesn't sound like a witch. Logan does not sound like a witch. It sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like one of those mean, ugly bosses. I've been renamed now. I gotta change my Discord title. No! I'm sorry! You said lurking! And then I read lurking, and I wanted to say Duke, but then I said, like, Luke because of lurking, and I didn't mean it! Heyo! Hi, Reptile! How are you doing? How are you doing? Getting close to the weekend, getting close to your holidays. You can do this. I'm glad that you could stop by. Welcome. Let's go on a journey through all time. Vorador, hello. Imagine gaming for relaxation. Of course you would game for. Why wouldn't you game for relaxation? Why wouldn't you game as a relaxation thing, as an enjoyment thing? I miss Armageddon chocolate bars. They had Pop Rocks and Rice Krispies in them. I don't think I ever heard of them. I mean, it makes sense since... Nope. Where is it? Wait, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Which it makes all the sense in the world since curiously, sometimes we do have the same product in this country that you guys would recognize, but with an entirely different name and brand and like look. Like I'm pretty sure I've never heard of Armageddon. But I definitely know that there are like some laundry soaps, laundry washing things that like exist here with an entirely different like name. If I'm not wrong, it's Tide. If I'm not wrong, like when that entire like Tide Pod thing happened, I realized that Tide in here exists as well, just with an entirely different name for some reason. Which is so weird for me. I don't know why that happens. Maybe the real birthday gifts were the friends we made along the way. Exactly! Well, yeah, I just meant that sound was used. Yeah, that sound I definitely recognize. I haven't had wafers since I was reading. Wafers! Wafers! That's the name! I'm not a big fan. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan. If I can have a snack that has wafers versus a snack that doesn't have wafers, why would I go with the one that has wafer? Not really my thing. I do know Kit Kat has a bazillion flavors though, and that tempts me, but really not into the wafers kind of snack. Really not my favorite. It's also that winning through grind it can feel like cheating. Winning through grinding in what sense? Because I've never played any Dark Souls, so... But if it's like... That sounds, to me, like that reminds me of like roguelikes, which one of the reasons I do like roguelikes is because like when you can buy maximum like upgrades that like stick, like perma upgrades that stick regardless of the runs, it feels like the run was useful even if it's over, you know? Like even if you lost in the end, like you still got something powerful out of it. I'm gonna remove, yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Now we're just gonna do that. Huh? Oh, god damn it. Wrong layer. Okay. Now we're just gonna do that. And we're gonna clean this. And we're gonna do this. And this. And maybe one of these. Maybe one of... Maybe... Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. This being super clean. This being clean. This. Being there. Or maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think that would be better. I think that's better. That's cute enough, but this is annoying me. It has to be a little bit straighter. Which means this has to be a little bit shorter. Which means that's fine. Alright! What about Skyrim? Skyrim is too long. I've never played it before. I've never played it before because it's way too long and I can't... It just like, it fills me with anxiety over how much time I'm investing in one single game. It's just way too long. And like, you could say, oh, but the side quests are not needed because they're just side quests. But once I'm into a world, I can't just let it go. It's not easy for me to like see that there's a quest and say like, oh, but that's just a side quest. I don't care. I am going to care every single time because I really bond with the characters, even the NPCs. Like I don't just play, I invest myself into the worlds and the characters and the people and everything. So I can't just abandon I can't just abandon them. Once they ask me for something, I'm like, well, I guess I gotta do it. Guess I gotta go. Guess I gotta do this thing. And that ends up with me spending way too many hours in a game that just is never going to end because the side quests are never ending, right? Pretty sure that like you could literally keep doing side quests for the end of eternity and they would never be over. Pretty sure. Male witch is called a warlock. It's not really. A warlock is a different kind of magical creature. As far as I know. Well, actually, it depends on the franchise. It depends on the franchise. Some franchises will have a warlock and a witch being a different thing. Some franchises will have them as witch and warlock being gendered names for the same kind of magic user. And then, like, in Harry Potter, for example, is witches and wizards, which is completely different from D&D, where witches, wizards, and warlocks are all three different... No, actually, I don't think D&D has witches. I think I'm thinking of Pathfinder. In Pathfinder, you can be a warlock, you can be a wizard, or you can be a witch, and those are three different classes with like three different explanations for the magic. Pretty sure. I've never played a witch because it's a prepared caster, so I may be getting it wrong. I'm sorry if I am. In Dark Souls, Havel the Rock is an optional boss, but he drops a weapon that gives more damage than the final boss weapon. Damn! Damn, that's a worthy side quest. That is a very worthy side quest. Also, hi, Alpharius! I hadn't seen you today before. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hi, hello. We are 20 minutes away and I haven't started painting. I know how this looks. Okay, I know how this looks. It looks as though I'm not going to finish it. And in all due respect, you might be kind of right. However, I still have faith in myself. I still have faith in myself and I still think I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm planning to paint this in a very simple way. I'm planning to paint it in a very simple way that doesn't require as much hassle as what I normally do. So I think I still can make it. I always thought that witch equals wizard probably to dungeons due to Dungeons and Dragons lore. So I was thinking of Pathfinder. If witch and wizard is the same class in Dungeons and Dragons, then I was probably thinking of Pathfinder. They were only released to promote the film Armageddon, so that was probably when you were still in Lamia Jungle. I was probably still in Lamia Jungle, but also most candies that you guys have don't make it like... Okay, this is gonna come as a shock to a lot of people, but the only reason I ever had Reese's Pieces is because I do have like friends/family on the US, but Reese's just don't exist here. They just don't. Peanut butter, it's not that it doesn't exist here, it's just not like a thing. We have dulce de leche, so we don't need something like peanut butter. It's not something you will find a lot of interest in here. Yeah. I remember I tried Reese's Pieces once and I was like, okay, I guess this isn't bad, but let me go back to my dulce de leche. Let me go back to my dulce de leche with white chocolate, please. That's significantly more interesting to me, you know? So it's probably that the candy never existed here. It's probably that. There's a company that produces ice cream that's called different name in every country. It's called Algida in Poland. I wouldn't know. I'm not big on ice cream either because it's cold. So I don't eat a lot of ice cream because it's cold. And you know, cold things make you feel cold. I know, amazing knowledge that I'm dropping on you guys. Probably you never would have found out about such a thing, but yeah, I'm not that big a fan of ice cream unless it's very extremely hot in the summer. I don't particularly care for it. I do like melona though, the Japanese snack ice cream thing. But probably because, like, they have very particular flavors that aren't easy to find, for me at least. You mean to say your mouth doesn't water at the thought of wasabi and orange Kit Kat? Blech! Blech! Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Gross! That's the grossest thing I've ever heard. That is legitimately, like... Nah. You have to be joking. It cannot be a real flavor that people actually want to consume, right? Like, it's not a real flavor people actually want to consume, right? You're just messing with me. You're just trying to pull my tail. There is no way that is a thing that people actually buy. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that's a thing that people actually buy. Okay, we're gonna get that line properly drawn. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna do that better. We're gonna do this better. I can possibly do the side quest in a desperate and ultimately futile bid to clean out my journal. Another reason to do the side quest, because you want the indicators to be gone, because you want the little task on the menu to not show up anymore. Tiberian wasn't talking about any franchise IRL male counterpart of which is called Warlock. It's not that I refuse to believe that. It's just that it's very nuanced. It's a very nuanced conversation. Because if you're talking about the real life, like real life witches would be in what culture? Are we talking any specific culture of English speaking descent, or are we talking like mainstream movie adaptations, or are we talking like, because all of those come from folklore and from different cultures, and a lot of the times what people know about those cultures is from the mouth of people that weren't part of that culture, you know? So what is real life witches? What are we counting as real life witches? You know what I mean? I hope it's understandable. I hope I am being clear on what I'm trying to say. I'm pretty sure D&D has several varieties of witches, but D&D has like 1,000 classes and 1,000 races, which is the important thing. I found out not too long ago that you can play like a unicorn thingy, like a unicorn kind of creature, and oh my lord, you have no idea how much it made me want to play D&D, although I've never been super interested in D&D, but if I can play a freaking centaur with a horn, you can bet that I'm suddenly a lot more interesting than I was. Because, oh my god, I want that. You know? I might have been confused with Harry Potter after all, baby. I've heard that peanut butter candy is an American thing. I think so. Reese's Pieces are overrated. I mean, I think it's a very, I mean, peanut butter is very foreign to me. So, peanut butter candy, for sure, I've seen it a million times on TV and on the internet and stuff. It seems to be like a very traditional thing for a lot of people, but I'm personally very foreign to it. Oh, I know what we're missing. I know what we're missing. We're missing a little bit of a hair bubble here that goes towards the little pigtails. There we go. Or ponytails, rather. There we go. Okay. So, this hair needs something. There we go. And we're done. We're done with all the lines. So now we're gonna do the quick part. Now we're gonna put them all on a layer. I'm gonna call it lines. Then I'm gonna put another layer under it, and we're gonna call it colors. Then I'm gonna make the background an annoying green, as always. Then I'm gonna duplicate the lines, keep one of them pure, grab this other one, make sure to delete any lines that are not visible. So let's take this out for a sec. Nope, we can't. Well, actually, yes, we can. There are no transparencies in here, so I can just grab the lines and just grab the lines folder, select everything outside of the drawing, just like that, and give it a base color. Selection, invert selection, we're gonna give it a base color, which is gonna be like it's gonna be the skin color, why not? It's gonna be the skin color. Alright, now I'm gonna make sure that nothing outside of the drawing got the skin color, which should take very little time. Oh, actually, let's undo that. And once it's selected, it is selected, right? Yeah, it is selected. Let's take a couple of pixels out. Erode, there. That should make it easier to control. So now we do the cleanup that I was talking about. And this will allow us to clean the lines rather easily. That also ensures that like nothing is going to have a very ugly transparent spot, because at the worst it will be this kind of like skin color. In fact, in one of my latest thumbnails I made a mistake and I left a part uncolored, but since I had done this and I had done the base color, like it wasn't that noticeable, it wasn't that bad. Oh, now that we notice, for example, the hat should continue here. Aha! For example, there we go. And now that I see exactly what I'm doing, I'm going to delete all of the lines that we don't care about. For example, in the head, this doesn't need to be here. None of these needs to be here. In the makeup, this doesn't need to be here. In the body, these don't need to be here because the fabric isn't transparent. In the north of Mexico, we have peanut butter due to being too close to the US. It's the company that has a heart, a symbol, but multiple names in Mexico named Holanda. I have no idea. As I said before, I'm not really a big fan of ice cream because of how cold it is. I'm gonna delete this here because that's supposed to be transparent. So, and in the body, we're gonna delete this, and we're gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete that. And this, I guess. Yeah, that's better. And we still have to delete the head over here. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure we have nothing else to delete. Oh, yeah, we do. We have this. But I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to delete. Warning, close proximity to America may cause peanut butter. Cold-blooded snake can't have cold treats? I don't enjoy them too much. There's grilled gator be sold in Florida. I can believe that. I actually tried gator meat. It was chewy. That's all I remember. I remember being like, huh, this is very chewy. Orange chicken has orange and hot chilies in it, and it's pretty good. That sounds disgusting for me. Japan is a pathway to many flavors that some would consider to be unnatural. I definitely consider them to be unnatural. Why would anyone do that to themselves? Gross. I live in Florida and we deep fry gators, not grill them. Did you ever look up those witch comics I suggested? I don't think so. I don't remember it right now, but I could have. I don't remember it right now. And if it was only suggested on a chat of like the live stream chat, I probably didn't, because as I've said before, it's very hard to keep track of whatever we talk in chat. It's very hard to keep track of it, and then I just never find it again. Alright, so we have the skin. Now we're gonna do the orange. We're gonna do one layer, orange. We're gonna select the entire dress. The inside as well, right? I'm guessing. Like, there is no indication that it would be any different, so... And of course this and this. Perfect! Okay. Now we just need to... Now I just need to select, dilate to make it fill in a little bit better on the edges. Now we're gonna go in with this, actually, and make sure that a lot of the lines are selected. And that this is selected. Because actually, it's not gonna select anything that has the stars in it, but I would rather have this entire area filled with the stars and everything, since the color is under them anyways. But sometimes it can look a little bit weird if you paint all of the edges instead of just painting under when you have something like this. Alright, so that's gonna be the orange. There it goes. Now we just need one with black. And all we have of black is... We're gonna do the shoes as black. We're gonna do this as black. We're gonna do... Oh, I forgot the choker in the orange. It's fine. We're gonna do the hat. And we're gonna do the eye because this eye is black. So, again, dilate, dilate. Maybe a third time, maybe. And then we're gonna do a black, but it's not gonna be full black because full black never looks super good. We're gonna do a little bit less than black. Perfect. Great. Throw them on, eh? There are real-life people who claim to be witches. There are real-life people who claim to be witches. Indeed. I don't know how much to believe in it, but I'd rather not step on anyone's toes. Like, in the end, is it hurting anyone? No? Alright, so then what is my place to judge? It's not. It's not my place to judge. If it's not hurting anyone, it's nobody's place to judge. That's my opinion. I'm gonna duplicate the lines and merge them right here because it's a little bit transparent, so I'd rather have it have a second like thing right there. And also I'm gonna make it pure black. I'm gonna make them pure black so that there's... Okay, now we're gonna have another layer less black because this is the part that is like the hair is coated as black, but it has to be even less dark so that the rest can be red as black. This one is gonna require a lot of hand painting, but we're gonna approximate it with the select tool because it helps making sure that we don't have too many unpainted holes if we make a mistake. And of course, dilate, dilate, dilate. We're gonna paint it like that. We're gonna go here and realize that we missed that. And now I have to manually go in and make sure to paint all of these little parts that are unpainted. I'm more used to the system of Warhammer and the Psychers that are capable of using the power of the warp. That is a purgatory dimension kind of between hell and real space. I've never played Warhammer either. That sounds intense. That sounds pretty crazy. Sounds pretty good as well. 14 minutes left and still no coloring has been done. Yeah, I have like 2 minutes, which means that I'm gonna go a little bit longer than 2 hours. But like, that's what I do every single day. So at this point, I'm not surprised. At this point, it's not surprising for anyone probably that I didn't actually manage to do it in the exact 2 hours. Oops, you know, but overall, it's not gonna take that much longer, you guys. Really not gonna take that much longer. And you're gonna see that I meant it. You're gonna see that I wasn't fibbing, that I was telling the truth. Because we're gonna do simplified coloring. Also, that means I'm 15 minutes behind in chat? I have never been this bad. I have never been this bad behind on chat. I'm gonna manually paint the choker here because I can't be bothered to use the bucket tool for something this small. And then in the orange, I'm also gonna have the mouth because it's painted orange, and the other eye is also orange. And all we're missing now, I guess we also have this star, which I'm gonna paint in the orange layer because there's not gonna be an entire layer just for that golden color. And we're gonna make it like this-ish. Yeah, it's good enough. And now we're gonna add last layer was gonna be transparent. Actually, no, there's nothing transparent. Boom, get out of here. Less black. You know what else is less black and still not transparent? This shirt. When they first introduced peanut butter and people didn't figure out to pair it with jelly yet, so they paired it with bacon. I did try jelly and peanut butter, but even when I was on my trying peanut butter phase, because it's such a new thing, it's such a new discovery, and I have to make the most out of it, or whatever, you know. I didn't think much of it, but for some reason I was obsessed with the idea of like eating peanut butter, just because it was a new thing. I paired it with dulce de leche, not with jelly. It wasn't like good enough, and dulce de leche is always like that extra something something. I keep saying, but if any of you ever have the chance to try dulce de leche, you really should. It is sweet, it is delicious, and I just can't imagine my life without it. I just cannot imagine my life without dulce de leche. Although I don't eat nearly as much of it as I used to before. But I still cannot imagine my life without it. Okay, now a layer for white, which is of course gonna have a little bit of a tint and not be 100% white, because who wants that? Oh, that's fine. It's gonna be at the bottom of everything. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The song wasn't as catchy either. The song wasn't as catchy either. Rexy, welcome. Hello. I'm sorry that I'm saying hello so long ago. Sorry. So late. Oh God. I'm sorry that I'm saying sorry so late. I'm really behind on chat today. But welcome. I hope your day has been good. I hope you're having a good time. Alright. Okay. Now I can do the blush layer. The blush layer. Having blush changes everything. The blush layer. That adds a little bit of depth. I can do the orange layer to add just a little bit, again, a little bit of depth to it in a very subtle, like, very simple way. We're gonna do it even a little bit darker and add an extra layer and have the inside being darker. Yeah. And a little bit here, a little bit here. Well, upper body's basically finished, I think, so worst part behind me. Good! I think it was Discord, the suggestion? Even when it's trying to hurt someone, it's not hurting anyone. The witchery? Yeah. I don't think it's something that I should judge. In Warhammer, basically, if you're a psyker, there's a chance your head is gonna explode at any moment. Damn! I should have done the bed for 3 hours. Could have won, dang it. 3 hours? We're not gonna go for 3 hours. We're not. Demons are going to fly out of the next stump. Oh, I'm very far behind. Actually, give me just 5 minutes. I'm gonna get back on chat. You're going to deliver it to Maple like this and not touch it after the stream, right? I'm going to clean up the black specks after the stream that I left all around from the line layers. I like defiling my chocolate with nuts, caramel, fruit. Chocolate with caramel is great. I find it interesting that heterochromia characters are interesting. Heterochromia can be very easily too much for a character. Like, it can be too much. but it can also be a very good detail. How is that spelled? The thing you're trying to tell us to try. Dulce de leche. Someone, oh! There we go. I got it. It's caramelized milk. It tastes like caramel, nothing special. It tastes different than caramel. It's peanut butter bacon time. That sounds gross. That sounds gross. It does not sound good. All right, now do this. We're gonna do that gradient over there. We're gonna do that gradient over here. Over here. We're gonna add it. This part is gonna be complicated because it's gonna require a lot of erasing, but we're gonna add it to the top part of all of the hairs, right? But for that to only be on the top part, I need to delete it from this part, which is fine. It's a little bit of hand deletion. It's fine. Now I grab this and I delete with this so that it's a softer gradient. And same here, I delete as a soft gradient, and then I come in and I do a hard delete, a hard manual delete here. With the same color, I'm also going to do a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit anywhere else I should. Oh yeah, there. But I'm not super liking the idea of detailing those ruffles. Maybe just one quick pass, just like that. Just like that should be fine. Oh, right. This. And the hat is too black to do anything to it. The black is too black to do anything to it. Okay. So that means I move on to the second layer, which is going to be the highlight. We're gonna go super highlighted. We're gonna do highlight at the edge here, highlight on the nose. We're gonna do highlight where? Here and here. Maybe not there. Highlighting the knees. This part of the face. And that's it for the skin layer. Yeah, that's it for the skin layer. For the orange, we're gonna highlight, of course, with a very light orange. We're gonna highlight this side. Is that too light? Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna highlight here, highlight here, highlight here. A little bit of a highlight here, but I'm gonna delete. Maybe just like that. Maybe just like that. Just like the rest of it. Yeah, maybe just like that. I'm gonna do a little bit of a highlight like there, but also we're gonna do the proper highlight of the hat because that always looks freaking good. Yeah, boy! I always like how this looks. How doing a proper highlight like that. Yeah, I like that a lot more. And then I'm gonna make it so the highlight comes from further away. Very pretty. Very pretty. And highlighting here. Because why not? We're highlighting everything. Yeah. And this layer also needs a highlight, which is gonna be here. Here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe here. Maybe here. Definitely here. Definitely in this bit. Definitely in this ruffles. And of course, on the hair. Although this I should be doing with a different brush. This I should be doing with a different brush. Alright, that's significantly better. In fact, that's gonna be way too slow if I do it like that. I have to do it this way instead. Boom. Yeah. Boom. 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 And... oh, and I forgot to do this. Actually. Here. There we go. Actually, do I want to give them shape? Because this is supposed to be a simplified chibi. Do I want to give them shape, or do I want to do this kind of highlight that I never get to do because I don't do simplified stuff? This kind of highlight, I've seen people pulling it off, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do it, but I never try to go for a simplified, minimalistic look, details wise. Do they have tres cake in Argentina? We definitely do. I don't think I've ever had it. But we definitely do. I've seen it in menus and stuff. But I don't think I've ever had it because, like, it's not super tempting in comparison to other stuff that you can ask for on menus. Like, there are definitely better things. There are definitely better things to ask for. And we make sure that there are some gaps on it so that it looks a little bit more organic. And we probably should add at least a couple more, because otherwise the ones in this side are gonna feel like completely out of place. Maybe one here. Yeah, definitely one here. This one definitely has to be shorter, like smaller. This one also has to be like shaped properly at the very least. And since this one cannot have it because of the position, this one probably shouldn't. Well, it could have it, but small. You could have it, but small. Also, I'm gonna try one more thing with this. I'm gonna try adding a couple of slight cel-shaded shadows for the ruffles. Not the ruffles, just the the way the skirt. The way the skirt has volume. But just a little bit, just like a little bit. Why is it not clipping? There you go. No wonder that was looking weird. No wonder that was looking weird. Okay, in this case, it has to be a little bit darker than this. So like that. No, I don't think I'll do that one. Oh yeah, I can do that one just by doing this. And that's a bit too aggressive, isn't it? I think that's a bit too aggressive there. All right. Now I'll just finish cleaning this up. And I still need to do the eye, but I have a plan for the eye. I do. I have a plan for the eye. We're not gonna go for 3 hours, I promise. I promise. Welcome to the bottom of the chat, thank you. Do the chapter, yeah, simple and clean, I like it. I mean, the entire point was that I wanted to teach myself how to do simplified chibis. And I've been getting better and better. With Lottie, I just showed you guys how I normally tackle it, and that took me months and months and months, because the way I normally tackle it is eternal, which is why I started the series in the first place. With Mim, it got a little bit better. I learned a couple of things that helped me like improve on the simplification aspect of it, and it ended up being better. With this one, I wanted to hit the maximum simplification that I could ever go for. I definitely couldn't go for anything less than this, because I already feel like I wanted to add even more details. Like if you see, my first instinct for doing the highlights was my normal way of doing highlights, not a simplified way. So you see how easy it is for me to fall back on my details way. You know how you see how easy it is for me to fail at. Now I'm gonna lower the opacity, and this is a very important detail. I'm gonna erase the bottom of it so that it integrates with the hair from the bottom, not from the top. I've been doing this lately, and I actually really like the result. I actually think it gives it a very nice look. Don't remember if I saw it somewhere and I wanted to try it, but I really like the look that it gives it. Alright, since I really don't think I can do anything with the hat, although I kind of want to try. Nope. Although I kind of want to try, but you should never go to full black. You should never go to full black, especially when the lines aren't full black. Oh, but we said we were gonna do something with highlights. Let's do... Oh yeah, that's better. We're gonna do like that, like that. Like that, and then a harsher highlight to match the style in the rest of the piece. I don't think that matches the light, kind of like where it would be coming from based on everything that we've done. But that place, and maybe this rim right here. Yeah, I think that looks cute. Oh, but I need the shoes as well. I need the shoes. I need to do like there, there and there, there and there, and most importantly, there and there. Alright, and what am I missing? The eyes. The star! The star, super easy. Is it gold? Are we supposed... Yeah, it's gold. The gold is super easy. You just grab this, pull it more towards orange, give it like a brownish orange on the one side. Then you give it a very bright white on the other side. And then you do a very harsh lines with white, because gold, the thing is that it reflects, gold reflects very, like it's a very reflective surface. So it has to be very, very harsh of a line with no blending, or else it doesn't read as gold at all, you know? Alright, my printer died a few days back. I won't be able to scan the finished drawing. Guest photo will have to do. You know, when I used to scan, there came a point that I actually preferred taking photos to scanning. Because scanning is, I don't know, it's not great. Okay, black. I want to do something for the eyes to give them life, because just having a pure black eye, I don't super like. So I'm gonna have, first of all, a gradient. Second of all, an extra layer on screen with kind of like a very slight orange tint. I don't know if I'm gonna like that actually. Maybe like that. Maybe instead of screen it can be this. Maybe it can be this. And of course, at the very top of everything, we add a highlight layer that is a pure white. Yeah, like that. You guys have seen me doing highlights before. Circle. Circle? Yeah, that's better. That's better. The lines are definitely gonna need some recoloring. But there's so many blacks in the drawing that I'm a little bit apprehensive of that. Let me check actually. Like, if I were to give it a reddish, brownish tint. Would that... It's too dark. It's too... I don't know. Would that actually improve anything? Because there are so many... Because there are so many areas that are like require the black lines. Is there any point in coloring the lines? You know what I mean? I guess it kind of improves it a little bit. A little bit. But not that much. I don't think it does much for it because of how many parts of the drawing are like black and require black lines. I guess the dress could also have some sort of orange line. But it's, again, it's gonna have to be very dark because otherwise you lose it as a line. And if you lose it as a line, what's the point? You know? Is it cell shading? If it's actually a 2D drawing? Yeah, that's how it's called. You call it cell shading when you're doing like hard edges. Gold is shiny. It is. I think you should give the orange eye a slight gradient. Somebody clip that? What did I say? Oh no, what did I say? What did I say? Why do you want to clip? Why do you want to clip it? Why do you want to clip it? What did I say? The eye is still missing the spiral. But yeah, it also should have a gradient. We're gonna use this for the gradient. And we're gonna go to this layer here. Actually, it could be a bit darker. We could grab this one. Yeah. Yeah. And now, the real big deal is doing the spiral in the eye. No, it should be black. It should be at least this color. Doing the spiral is the thing that makes me the most nervous. Because it's not a circle. It's not a circular eye, it's a rectangular eye. So it can very much not look great. I have to be careful with it. I have to be careful with what I do for the spiral. Because it's a rectangle, and a spiral is very much a circular shape. So, So if I try to make it like a longer spiral, like this, maybe, so I can fit at least an indication that the lines are still going. It should probably be a little bit like, yeah, the spaces between, wrong tool. Okay. The spaces between the line and the orange should be thinner. Spirals are so hard! Okay, let's start making it long, actually. Okay, that's a good beginning. That's a good beginning. That's a good beginning. It's long, and it's pretty packed. It's a good beginning. It's going well. It's going well. If I were doing this on paper, I think I would just literally try spinning the paper around constantly, see what I get. But then again, if I was doing this in paper, I would only get one chance. So, it would be bad. It would be bad. If I was doing this on paper, it would be bad. I think that's better because it has a look that is a little bit more packed. And the original definitely has a look that is very, very packed, condensed. So I think that is better. There are no more lines that we could paint. I guess we could paint these lines. We could paint this one. Oh, and there's one more thing that I'm missing, actually. I'm missing the extra orange. I'm gonna put it on skin this time. Grab this orange and make one big circle here, one big circle here, right? Here. And then there and here. Because if you notice in the original drawing, she has those very recognizable circles and the top of the ear is orange. So I think maybe I want this highlights to be a little bit brighter. Yeah, like that. But I think I'm not missing anything else. I think I'm not missing anything else. At most, I could do a little bit more of this. A little more subtle. Like, at most I could do a little bit more of this. Why is it so orange? Why is it so red, actually? Wait a sec. Is it because I'm using the brush? Is it because I... Oh, I know why it is. I know why it is. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay, at most I could do a little bit more of this. Which is a little bit more detail, and ideally, like we said that we were gonna move away from detail. And actually, fuck that. I don't want to move that far away from detail. I want to do one more thing that has to do with detail. Bear with me. I'm addicted to details, and I can't stop, and I can't help myself. I just can't, okay? But this is very important. This is gonna go on the layer that has the highlights. There we go. I'm gonna lower the density, and I'm gonna grab an orange, make it practically white, and add this. And what's more, I'm gonna grab a reddish orange, and I'm gonna color in maybe just the inner. Maybe just the inner side. And this. I think it could be better. I think this could be even more red. And I think this could be even shinier. I think I was a little bit of a coward by doing it with the brush, and I needed to do it with the pencil. I think I need to be brave and just do it. Yeah, I think I need to do that, but lower the impact a little bit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it again. But look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this, just do it fully, like full guts, and then very lightly dampen it. And then reshape this one just because like it's very long compared to the other one. There! Okay! I genuinely don't think I should keep going. 25 minutes away from breaking down less than 3 hours promise? No, it's done! Come on! Come on! It's done! I wanted to make sure that... I've become a 2.5 hour streamer anyway. I always end up doing 2.5 hours, although I don't want to, but in this case, it's because we needed to finish, and we did. We did. At the most, I could. Let's be honest here. I could keep adding details. Of course, I could keep adding details because, like, you know me. I could always keep adding details, and it would never stop. But it should. That was the whole point. The whole point is that I need to get better at not over detailing my drawings because that's how I never finish anything. That's how I never finish anything. But if I can do something that's quicker, something like this, something that's simplified and that like I don't overdrive myself to the wall with the details of it. Oh, there's one more thing I want to do actually. I want to paint these lines in particular a bit stronger because the hat is complicated with how black it is. And it's not making the contrast of it is not great. There. That's immediately better. And actually this could be better. This could be a little bit better. This could be a little bit better. Yeah, like that. You'll be having 6-hour streams like a streaming addict in no time? No, that's never gonna happen. You'll be great at endurance streams? No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Okay. This is literally like, this is what I wanted. At the most, I have some mistakes to clean. Like, there's a line there. Not a line. There's rogue pixels here that I'm gonna have to find. I'm gonna have to find where that is, or where, where, I know that there are more rogue pixels. Like there's this area here that is barely dark, but I see it. Like I'm gonna have to clean up some rogue mistakes like that, like this couple of pixels here. Oh, there's a lot of rogue pixels there, and they are probably from a hair layer. I have to come along and do things like this, like, oh, this is wrong, so let me just, boop, fixed it. But other than that, like, this is the level of detail that I wanted to force myself to do. This is the level of detail I wanted to force myself to do, and I honestly think it's kind of like, it is kind of cute. By virtue of it being simple, I think it can even look a bit cuter, you know, and this is just something that I haven't given myself the discipline to try. I had never given myself the discipline to try and make something simplified. There we go, look. I can keep adding details. Should I? No, I absolutely should not be doing this. But as long as I stare at it, I will want to. And I need to be consistent with what I want. I need to set a hard limit for myself and stop adding details. I need to not add any more details. I need to only fix mistakes. From now on, I need to just spend another like little bit of time fixing rogue pixels and nothing more. I'm not allowed to add any more details. I am not allowed to add any more. I am not allowed to add any more details. Fuck, I forgot a little tattoo. Okay. 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 Here we go. Easy fix. Easy peasy fix. We're gonna grab this layer that has been floating around this entire time. This one. Come here. Get smaller. And there. She has the tattoo. Stop it. That's enough. We stop here. Girl, you're not allowed to add any more details. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. You're not. You're not allowed to. Here's the final result. Minus the raw pixels and over coloring that I might have done. This is it. I'm not allowed to add anything else. I'm not. Just an outline to present it on Twitter. A nice background to present it on Twitter instead of having that ugly green. Because Twitter doesn't take transparency. But not, like, I'm not allowed to keep adding details to the chibi itself. I am not allowed to. You are allowed to scream at me if you see that when I post this, it has more fucking details, okay? Let's go finish up reading whatever I missed from the chat and where am I? There I am. Why wasn't I there? VTube Studio's working weirdly today. Alright, that is the end. Okay, let me just catch up with whatever I missed from chat. Soggy cake isn't the most appealing dessert. Yeah, tres leches, I've never been super enticed to try it. Is it cell shading if it's actually a 2D drawing? Yeah, we call it cell shading anyways. Gold is shiny? Indeed, it is. I think you should give the orange eye a slight gradient. I did. That's a very old message. Somebody clipped that. I have no idea. No idea was to focus on drawing legs, which came out thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Girl, you thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I like the spiral in the eye. I was thinking the orange eye looked a bit too plain. Yeah, that's because it was just the base. That's actually in the base. I couldn't see it before. I wonder what all of those comments are for, but since I'm very bad, I was very bad at keeping up with chat today. If it was on paper, you could use a compass. A compass for a spiral? That sounds hard. Because the compass, the idea of the compass is that it's gonna always give you the same circle. So you would have to constantly be opening it, and you would want to be opening it at a very, like, regular pace. Oh, that sounds like a hard, detailed skill to have. Mark that, she said never. I said I would, no, wait, let me rephrase that. Tiberian said you'll be having 6-hour streams like a streaming addict. And I said never, as in I will never become a streaming addict. I will have an endurance stream at some point as a celebration. I said never, as in I would never become the kind of person that wants to stream every, like, 6 hours every time. Like, I should have been a bit more detailed when I said never. What part of the statement I was saying never to. I should have been more detailed. Overall, it looks really cute. Thank you. Ellie be like, I'm not gonna add details, but... Stop me. Someone stop me. Someone stop my freaking brain from adding more details. I need to stop. So anyways, I started adding more details. What about the legs? What about them? Nice. You'll get there with not going overboard? I really hope not. Twitter doesn't support transparency? What the hell? Yeah, they used to, and now they don't. And I don't know when they changed it. But when I posted my Goth Ellie screenshots, like, I did them as transparent. And then they had this awful pure white background that made it like, ugh, I hated that. I wish I had added a simple background for that. Snake got sent to a strange reality for a moment. Yeah, it was weird. I don't remember much of it, but it felt cold and hot at the same time. I think I just finished too. Nice! Next drawing stream. Making an actual character sheet for your character. That's gonna take ages. I don't think if I would feel comfortable with streaming that. Because, like, if you guys want to see me do an erase and do an erase and do an erase the same line, that could be a stream. But it's a lot of trial and error. So that's all the chibi requests done. Hooray! That is all the chibi requests done. If I want to keep drawing chibis at any point, I think I might do, like, personal things that I wanted to do, like Hololive or something. I don't know. Maybe your character here stuff. I don't know. How can you backpedal so hard when you don't even have legs? I'm not backpedaling! I said never. I never explicitly said what that never was referring to. Not 6 hours, so 10 to 12 hours like the mermaid. I didn't mean not 6 hours. I meant never to becoming addicted. Mycrit, welcome, hello. Every person before trying drugs says they will not become addicts. But I've been trying streaming, so haha, question mark? That negates what you're saying, I think. Just like the meme says, it's time to stop. It absolutely is time to stop, and I'm not, like, I definitely don't have to add any more details because I definitely should not, period. We're really doing this mental health thing around this parts. I'm trying to do mental health. I'm trying to do mental health properly. I'm trying to rest enough. I'm trying to have a good rest-work balance, which is not working out that well for me. I'm trying to sleep properly. That's even worse. Instead of liking a feature, they had it and got rid of it. It is even worse because I swear I used to see transparent stuff on Twitter. I swear I used to be able to do transparent stuff, and I don't know why it's not possible anymore. I can quit anytime I want. I just need to add some detail to the frill. Stop calling me out, please. Stop calling me out. Stop calling me out. This isn't fair. You know how you can make sure that I won't be adding any more details? I'm gonna post it today. I'm not allowed to work on it any more than today, and I'm not allowed to work on it any more than just adding a simple background, deleting rogue pixels, and like fixing line coloring mistakes. Those are the 3 things I'm allowed to do. Anything else, like anything new, is a blasphemy. Is me breaking my contract. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the chibis. Snake abuse hour. Don't abuse the snake. I feel Ellie's adding more detail while she's talking with us. I will not confirm nor deny that I am staring at Sai. And I will not confirm nor deny that there are a lot of things that you can do in Sai without necessarily using the tablet, which I already put away. I will not confirm nor deny that there is a segment that I just noticed could have had something, a little bit of something. Not much though. Don't fret. Don't fret. It's not much. I promise. But yeah, you're gonna see that it's not that bad. You're gonna see that it's not that bad. It's practically the same that I already had. I promise. You're addicted to streaming and adding details, so the character sheet stream will be right up your alley. The character design stream, the difference is that like it's real anatomy, and that takes me a bit. That requires actual like effort and stuff. The next stream will be Goose stream. Yes, tomorrow, Mighty Goose! Everyone, finally we got to Mighty Goose. I've had that thumbnail prepared for a long time, so I probably will hate it when I see it again. But regardless, it's there, and I'm gonna do it. In other words, you're preparing to add more details. That sounds sus. You can't prove anything yet. You can't prove anything for now. But anyways, you guys, we're approaching the 3 hours, so I'm gonna cut it right now. No one is talking, so I'm gonna cut it right now. Everyone, thank you for coming. It's an honor to have finished all of the chibis. We're gonna do Mighty Goose tomorrow, so don't forget to stretch, don't forget to drink water, don't forget to eat nutritiously, and sleep. Please, at least 7 hours. Most important than anything else though, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others, and nothing more. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, my snake shifters. Bye-bye.